Afajo Mama Kwaba Demuba TV XYZ Power 97.9 Radio XYZ 93.1 Anajofano Sembrem Kasiebo Enasabre Osamufu Asamukro Jeng Ayenga Bwansemano Edi Free number 37 Abebresa Street Osu Accra Ghana Kasiebo Ebekwa Kofa Voter Power so 94.1 Global FM Ewo Ho Sharp Water Krade Instruma FM Wakran Kwanta Bwem Wajasi Kanjinyami Wasampa Nananum Ewa Hafo Goso Western Radio Ewe Xiama Elembele KFM 92.1 Ewo Pazangligi FM Wobole VC Radio ni TV Dunkwa Nofin Atom Local FM Wasasitre High Radio so Ewo Bechim Radio SM Online.com Apple 68 FM Ewo Virginia USA Tune in Yebutu ho Ewo Power 97.9 Desi Radio Ewo Italy Adamfopa Radio Zuwa Pari Wamunyina wangasu Kasiebo imu na uko Loud Silence Television wa America Brichimemwa Yeye live Ewo so Wimpan Sampawidi FM Ewo Pusiga Shama Nyansapo FM Gateway Radio Wankwanta South Rich FM Asifosu NFA Trinity FM Ewo Bogoso Sunset Radio so Ewo BBNE Ena uko Ahafo Kenya siya live on Anapua 105.1 FM Wamunyina wangaso Kasiebo imu Ayedi insemno Erebremo NFA Susuno uko eye 101.5 Ewo Dambai eye OT Radio NFA 107.5 eye Sunyai FM Ewo Bono Importem Pipa mchawi sema bedimo akotimbi enisi yani morika sayino Niamabo sabre asang aba fembium Ohamu nchichem ebiesa echiripo awutwe Dang nabanisa yani panyifu bachuchu hunkomo
Gani ya mampeni yero John Dramani Mahama ya kaseri ya wakopi emo Zambia Na enkomo bene epi emo homu nsemo ha Yedi pema
Obinfuna na jenopo kwa jima ya Ghana mampeni na bedi yechiro Ose sabre egwedi munsem ayedino Eye SMS kwang esono Hamu nchichemu edwe nupe Ena rikosuwe bibi memu Oribisa sem ewum
Ene swafo ya oshegani esika sem tutu yensem so wane kwa nchefo penia Gold board wadano yero asameje mfi Wama wapro ewo Gold Coast Refinery Limited Munsembe ena wamodi tuja ho Emwama niboha
Masebe gwafo ene de wonga kwa sitina na odi ofre Akwa masa ene menimi ya no kokura miyare kan miyase ama ni musu ye papapa Ente wase yetu hwana mongo
Ene ni odo kwa yabusu ya wamo ewo osune ni mpote wamo chara ni mansasi ya wamo nsasi ne senti Wamo esre endi si amanyo kone fe ohosesi ye po biye yiniso medi endi si amanyo kone ni mrashibe jemwa wamo nyi papa jama
NPP amanyukuno otitire ni a oda wanga no we sentimentum achirem se onya national chairman obedi ede amanyukuno
adesmama nsemu ya afoforo pino aka ho anyume ya tena se de somo se no si abremo Kasiebo yemfa seda emanyume kwa wo mobo ye chido MTN se free after one extra na gina mu dendenden enentine ya ene wo monto kese na onso enyamu chefa tebote garage seboa amya kase no asese no masiesie ne kama ede amaya power specialist ebade okodru hepatitis na etete woni nyina no obo to ase ede ama medimosis the lifke capsule saba liver ne ho adwuma papa ema ne bo adwuma and the Spanish garlic mixture and the capsules so where no so boy will be a halitosis ha no arthritis no gastric ulcer no motete no Emma asie to let's talk educational consult and so eka ho bi omoji emanoa afi no media bosuminsia e di confiance no ne ya hwe wo eba root natural product nso a e wadwama so malaria typhoid hawa wadrupa and no 3p garlic mixture wo ho ye no so ye ni padua no adwuma stress no ne ade ne nyina e year free also so na Roman Red Chinese Clinic wo mo so ho a wo hwe ami apomde ho nsem akoyie ne epensu papa ye benom ne nyankwa X natural mineral water no ni nsu a ye de sample team so ya wonum bia ebebo wonwume koyi afoforo bi ka ho wo mo na ebo echido menanwume ye Kasiebo emu ne ye kai wa hye nso se Facebook Kasiebo ne nam ho eno ntise de na nse ye no wadwenche ye bebe nyina no ye beje brani abobo so e de amankoma ye bedie nyina no so won wadwenche bia na odi afa Facebook Power 979 FM anaso ko TV XYZ anaso ko Radio XYZ so a obetumi edi achi e wo ho masomfo na nwumre eye me ama poma checheku mene
Accra Kofi da Kasiebo ne fe emuchirim ankasa enen senior economist osanye lecturer ewo Pentecost University leading Dr. Alexander Amubafo no chimse sabre ne de Ghana Statistical Service won amanebo a wade abachim se niam bo na inflation so ahwan abedu eye ohamu chichem ebiesa echiripo awotwe 3.8% no o se sabre de ojetumi ye papa so bi o ye senior lecturer sanye economist economist openini some of that to kwano say enye no mu ye krakrakra esan say ohwe aban na na montuo ne finhye ya ode abanti ena prempren yenga bedru sa ginabia prempren government statistician Dr. Hassan Idriso ena ne day ode nsami to gwa wobra on nsɛmtwerɛfo ɛretwetwe nkɔmɔ ɛwɔ busumi biara manebo wɔtai ɛdere mayen ɛwɔ abanga na montuo awitu wɔ nneɛma bo a yɛsa wɔtai de ho amanebo ɛtugwa no de nsami to gwa yenkotie nansa yɛne mpanyifo akɔtwetwe nkɔmɔ
yehu de January 2026 inflation oye mainsman zaman brokosoro another overform inflation at the end of January 2026 about 3.8%. Now you hear them 3.8%. Yeah, near the compare December 2025. Inflation no yeah 5.4%. Young there inflation waba form between December 2025 and January 2026 by 1.6 percentage points. Now if you so now you compare inflation a year ago, that's in January 2025. Them time now inflation year 23.5%. Until you compare young there in January 2026, inflation waba form by 19.7 percentage points. Now, the inflation data, this is the 13th month inflation or overform. Now, the inflation overform the man, aya, or ye papa ma, or man be a on a friend disinflation process. Now, inflation data na, ye inflation between December 2025 and January 2026. You have the inflation on no year 0.2%. On between December 2025.
A government statistician leading the Dr. Hassan Idriso Ahamani so a opinion Dr. Amuba for dog yamo ajoya da wasipi se sabe waje brese oni yen ebe twetwengoma asemwe ayo ngonwa senia yedi kan yeni utwetwengoma senia ayo ngonwa na ujedi pass den ne bank sabe inflation abedu 3.8% busumi poripori du ebiesa ntem ne kamera ze busumi bia no enema confirm no den na ujedi se ekofa we buy
Pacho, that actually we say, kuna say never tea for no helpful. And Kasa and a dream. I think say deflation you know over the past month, 13 months, and yet by chance, we share government, new government by in 2025. Necessary, Ugudo, Titri, acquire our first Ghana exchange rate, a bit of stable for the past week. At least business are able to predict and manage the rate within 12 to 10, which is really helping them. No, Abwa, Ghana inflation, most of it is driven by imports because of our taste for imports. And over the past month, a normal also dollar in dollar terms, we are turning now from because of the reduction in government measures or the $2 about within the range of 10 to 12 no. So our reduction and I compare from the beginning amount for end out and people were still not believing say a very stable for some time. But when people got to know say over the past 13 months, so no, and dollar no stability, it shows confident, and many people decided to reduce their prices, especially so here Christmas. You have a lot of reductions in for sales for Christmas. I idea entire Ghana, but because of the dollar effect, companies will be taking the opportunity and the key reduction. And my Ghana for also so Kano the dollar need to change boy. First of all, the government and also within its policy, fiscal discipline. Say, he will ensure say there's value for it. So fiscal discipline, and fiscal anyhow. Abani this Kadiana will make sure the scanner will not emphasis will create value country, That is discipline in terms of spending on because I buy any discipline in spending.
Okay.
Especially when corruption glaring. She can't be about one thing in creative value. And this begins to change the fuel production now. Output a whole one thing today.
Okay.
It's because of this government management discipline. Creative value. And no, also a couple of inflation here at that these two reduction of the exchange with government discipline, up what be abana is corruption is ubeneska is like you work for it.
Okay.
And we didn't have too much money chasing fewer goods. About it was created out of production, real production.
Okay.
And the science because it just shows how government is committed to in the fiscal discipline. Now, I cost we are even the deal who could
yo dog mami mbisa nseme bien enkambo na esanse mpempe yenum se bio di Bank of Ghana ni threshold no e be 8% na ni aba mpempe no yemma enya ya asem hia anase entwetwetwe yen aso na nefeli atwato no ni aba nsisu no eda na ebetumi ayama egodifu titiri traders no na ni aba na betumi reflect ni ahwe se won so obetete wo ne maboso.
Yeah, I think that at this moment, you have fiscal space to be as traders, governments when you have space to spend any BBR. Government should continue to be disciplined. Whatever money or best spending on making sure we the traders and so in terms of production, if you do money that they know, Ghana and not by we should concentrate on maybe buying made in Ghana goods, things that are made in Ghana, and another Guama, I have much more stable. I don't say if maybe be sustaining the game now, I will help the agriculture minister especially. So, but money you may I Martin Mufuati the so in terms of production output, as that sector, no, share your monitor, ensure that what government wants to achieve in Nibina. So if government is able to do that, let them move forward. Also, already they have confidence in government already. That also everything so be about there. Far panic, increase here no matter anyhow. Now, info said ama yaboka na visa no munya gidi o government no am ni na abegwa ama stability na yehu I sustain na akọ along with the Ghana in the long run
na dog ujedi se senior from 54% na busumi du ba akokopim du ebiesantem yenga benya 3.8 uhwe petita krema ansa na fiwe be kona wie no betumi aka kire se senior mu yemu niam no ye betumi nya negative number bi wo mana
menga ande be header nyin so report wa eba bontina yahu se bia bebre o Ghana inflation is a bit higher. What it means is that say every number because it's either destabilized or because and that's when we will continue to see that there's no way that it's going to change the enter to negative because other places prices of goods that's where they a bit high. But long term, we can have stability. That's what I think. The best you can achieve is stability. Say we normally dinner for say if you do within a space of let's say 6 months, and then have to turn over on the same dinner price, the same. If that is the work of maybe Ministry of Agri, any others, Ghana making Ghana for me to sustain the consumption level in terms of production. In terms of production, domestically, they have that stability for a long time.
Dog Nana Jufeya da CP say only young atwetwe komo Dr. Alexander Mubafo a senior economist science lecturer at Pentecost University na motisa yene no eretwetwe nkomo no
Yanto so enko yenim Ghana man penny yera John Dramani Mahama ye kasa de Zambia ene wo won na yenim penifo ahodo bi kan ho a wo nyina kwa akopie mu e wo ho a yenim se nansa e na obedi e wo Zambia man no e mo niam ahodo bebre na egu kwa so a wo hwe animu ese ne ye akopie mu e wo ho no wo mu ebedi ho enkita ho na mane ne se nansa wo obedi no wo ne Zambia man penny wo be share bilateral talks be cosness amemi enu behwe adwade fam ne mfaso fam niam ne bia yemi enu betimi ayeye e de amaye ho bad diplomatic relations in so a won bedi ho enkomo adwade fam ye behwe investment ne ye ka ho nso ye behwe na prempre aye kase ya tenkra se Ghana man pani yera John Dramani Mahama wugina paso ya wo kasa ne sent ye beko na ne nsema hodo ne bi ya wo de tudwa e wo Zambia memo ama ewiase nyina etie bie no ye nso yakwakotie ensem no ebe ene enema ne bia wo boboso e wo sa adwumade no ase.
Public trust. The law is the law. It must work and hold you to account. And then there was also the part to do with the economy. We had lost macroeconomic stability completely. We're in an IMF program. All the IMF indicators by the time we took office were off track because the government had done its best to a certain point. And just before the election, there was a $360 million that was supposed to be paid, and so they had met all the triggers. And as soon as the 360 million was paid, that's it. They didn't take any action. All the agreements with IMF, you have to do this, you have to do this. So we came in January and the program was completely off track. And so we had to call an emergency meeting and got our finance team and everybody to start working to try to put on the program back on track before the IMF review mission in April. And so from January to April, that is what we were busy doing. There were some agreements that the government had entered into with IMF. We're going to pass this law, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to review electricity tariffs, we're going to do this. And so we had to look at all those things and take all those tough decisions in the early days, before April. Happily, when the mission came and did the review, we had managed to bring the program back on track. And so they gave us a positive mark for it, and the next tranche of the IMF support was released, and that gave a new lease of life to the economy. But we have made quite some good progress with the economy. I'll talk more about that. But under the reset agenda, another plank was agriculture for economic transformation, supporting farmers to produce more so that we could make food more affordable. And so we've launched several programs. Some of them are the ones you know, the Nkukong program, where we give a family, a household, 50 chickens. These are not day-old chicks. These are about 4-week-old. They call them pullets. And we give them pullets because in the early time, when you give them day-old chicks, if they don't look after them properly, they are sensitive, they can lose them. So we make sure that we look after them till they're about 4 weeks. When they are grown and robust, then we give to them. And all they need to do is to look after them for another 6 weeks. And we give them the food to feed the chickens for 6 weeks. And by 6 weeks, they've reached the weight where they are ready for the market. And so within 6 weeks, you sell 50 and you make your money, and you can register and take another 50 so that it brings an income into the household. But aside from the Nkukong Kite, there are other aspects, the vegetable program, and that has seen an increase in vegetables. There's also the promotion of commercial agriculture, that has seen an increase in grain production, maize, soya bean, and so many things. Indeed, we have to consider protecting our farmers now because the prices have dropped so steeply that the farmers are beginning to complain that they are not able to recoup what they put into producing the food. We also have under the reset agenda another pillar called the Big Push, and that is the big push for infrastructural development. the majority of the money for the big push is going into the road network because the road network had deteriorated so badly, and something needed to be done about it. And what pushes a country's progress and in transformation is the possession of good roads to be able to move people and goods very quickly across the country. It is what catalyzes the growth of countries and their economies. And so there's no doubt that a big chunk of the big push money had to go into roads. But some of it is going into education, is going into agriculture. We're setting up the first 11 farmer service centers where we're going to bring tractors, combine harvesters, threshers, plows, harrows, trailers, everything. And we're going to put them in the food growing areas. And so the farmers can go there and seek the services of these equipment in order that they can expand their agriculture. We also have the Accelerated Export Development Program, which I chair personally, the council that is responsible for this. I am the chair, and we meet once every quarter to look at the export numbers and see how we're doing in terms of improved export. But of course, the most important and critical task was the economy. Happily, we had a good team at the Bank of Ghana, led by the governor, and we also had a good team at the Ministry of Finance, led by the Honorable Ato Forsen. And for the first time, I've been president before, and when I say for the first time, I've seen the best working relationship between the bank and the Ministry of Finance. The coordination has been excellent, and so monetary policy.
Abusiagani amampani yera John Dramani Mahama no Zambia mine mu no ho emprempren ya eniema ni bi ya koso o my Ghana mo hyehyeye initiatives bi ade agu kwan mu e wo my Ghana mu ene yebobo so fiti bre ya obae sikasem ntotoye said ye wasi ahwe eniema ama no ekoyie no no abobo so afi enkokon nketenkete initiative awode ebae wode no ejina nchen ada hyehyeye bi abayi bae ni nyina na eboa ama sikasem ntotoye tumi agina yi na akona ni mu no ene mo enkomodie ni bi ene yetese wode emu ensem mode emaye nti ye hyemobo ensem nkaye ne Kasiebo ye toato mu no ye begebre na eyi ni makoma na sede wode toto fom e wo Zambia man no emu no ye de emu amanebo ye de amamu
Yemfi Zambia yemetu aso enkramantema na omampanyina bedi yechiri yo benfo na anagene opoku agiman no chim se bibi ahawadwene we bibi mamu se obehwe se nipa nhedamfa won ho ehyem se obeye small scale medium enterprises ahoro wo eye bibi mamu no o se ahawadwene ye pa Her Excellency Professor na anagene opoku agiman namso de kokobonsem erekwa ma se wo se yehwe se bibi mamu no mebundudu nanso ye bema won akonya na eye gwedi a edidadla ntem no ye de won ebehye bi na no beboa bibiman ebetumi akonkan Professor Nana Jeno Opoku Ajiman Erikasa Nedeyara ewo 2026 African Prosperity Dialogue abaso ewo kramantama ena woruchim se senior African Continental Free Trade Area ewo eye Ghana memo anabeye abakose wa bibiman mu se no so ne benam edidigwa ewo bibiman mu no ewo se nyina yahwe se ebetimi de yehu ahyem titiri no niema akonya mra na yenhye ahoro nyina so niema nketenkete a ehawadwene wa gwadi fam ewo bibiman the
African Continental Free Trade Area stands out as a historic opportunity. It is the world's largest free trade area by number of participating countries, representing a market of 1.3 billion people. Across the continent, our youth are driving technology and innovation from fintech to creative industries. This potential is not yet fully reflected in cross-border participation. Fewer than 20% of SMEs engage in export trade. Women continue to face unequal barriers to finance, mobility, and market access. Many young people still lack the capital, skills, pathways, and institutional support needed to scale their ideas across borders.
Santiaso ena ose bese hamu chichemu eye eduwotwe 80% ena edwuma ye wa bibimemu no niema enheda enkoso ye enti osere ye papa se ye nyina ye hwese betumi aka ba chiremu sanse ye GDP ahoro betumi akonkan we bibimemu a titiru se mebum benye edwuma aye no ewo se bibimemu nyina no ye betumi akreti eye akwanya ede ama mebum na wode wo ho agemu bi Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman.
Within this market, SMEs are central. Africa's SMEs are often cited as generating over 80% of employment and a significant share of GDP. In Ghana, our SMEs continue to demonstrate resilience, competitiveness, even under challenging conditions. Equally notable is the role of people. Women make up nearly half of Africa's workforce and are a major force in enterprise, especially in micro and small businesses. Our youth account for more than 60% of our population.
Ghana man penyena abedi echiro binfo Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman ansa na yebetu aso no mwadin kire kakra abano mumaye kinkan Vivian Zaglago or say Power FM the best all the way and obviously Kasongo Manu and your team, you are doing a great job. Yedamwase Samuel Francis or say Baumia you don't deserve to be a president of this country. Say obi aye economist power ntimi ahwe nenne obi aye education is communicator keke wo betimi di inflation abedu say the Baumia kope neda sana Francis Samoa or the aba Chakosela Neba or say good evening to everyone, especially my beautiful and saucy wife Mrs. Rebecca Ejenibuate Musuya. That's so the message abe onuzo nedene. Tanku Rahim also watching you live Power 979 from city within city. Yeah, that's in Nima and Odi Free NFA Lawrence Nuto or say good evening to you Amapoma Checheku, good job, lovely. Watching live from Kuwait. Yeah, that's CP Lawrence or the way Brian and Aqua Anthony. Yeah, that's Lawrence Bium or say Kasungoma Uda Yenina Suma Yatin Kwanse Kasiebo Kosuye and I feel Lawrence or say JDM all the way. Gina Stone or say good evening to you all. DJ Opebia Felix or say I am Jennifer Williams living in Los Angeles, California. Watching you guys love. I love you. Yeah, that's CPE. And when you say your friend Kwame say XYZ Broadcasting, we love the way you are doing it. Yeah, that's CP. Kelgo Joseph or say power. You are too much. Keep it up. You are watching live from Kaneshim Mataheko Akwele line number 2. Yeah, that's CP. Say Muninara with the message Abre Prosperity Mensa was the president JDM really brought dignity to the higher office of the land. Yeah, that's it. Say prosperity also the message abreye ewaha. You better Kasiebo so ama anabi ho answer.
We TVXYZ so omo nam ho edi ebiaba akafari Moses so ndo de Ghana ye flag ne no de ato ho Samuel Boaten o se de nyame ase August Mbanga so hwe free Moshi Zongo say chama wontumi de national chairman sem no mfanto ba bi kra na nya de befa o so chia ne DC ya wo nabda Honorable Francis Toby Azeman ono so hwe free Azeman Ventures okronom ne market ne di hwe ne mo no say breni ni say wo say yempanifo ne bibia o mo de be ko atia galamse ene ho sensem piaga o si koku akuafo bre eze piaga say koku farmer ma pia okay Richard Moy o say o share life free Italy no say enchia enko ema team ni nyina o say Kasiebo papa nyame hwa NDC ne John Dramani Mahama Paul Amenosoji o say NDC ni o mane dache nti MPP de never again adwenche ye nam TVXYZ so abano no so betime de odi atoa o Power 979 FM TVXYZ Radio XYZ ebejibre ni akenka de amam yento ansem no so na yenko yenim And it's what for Shagani is Casamon into Ensem, so Dr. Kasiebo to force say one Quancha for penny a gold board or Dano Era Samajan film, Womaba Pro Air Gold Coast Refinery Limited. Ya, woman, I say you good no see to talk, Eddie, if you want more ton good no and some way, the Beco that Dano, ye very fine and a comma, not yet the end product in Mako drama so Aquacoton, ye baby, ye we are near good Nini, I sport Eddie Cobaby, name I was say, ye dear chrononia said to me at Dada. Kama na ye de ko na adwuma kwa wo mu di sa adwuma and the Gold Coast Refinery na no ye di adwuma kama e de agi wo mu tu mu sampa wo mu na adwuma no mo eba beye aprobo ya wo mu ko ye chi na Dr. Kasiebo to Forsen wo bo Era Samajan Fini Gold Board for abaso e wo ani so adi hu na wo mu nyaye na wo mu de sa nhye egu akwa so no kira e bibi e beboa pa mo man no etumi akọ na nim nsem ne bi ode to dwa eni.
Congratulate the Ghana Gold Board for an excellent work done. And also to thank the Gold Coast Refinery, working with the Rand Refinery. We have seen that clearly the vision of His Excellency the President is being implemented. In 2016, His Excellency the President, President John Mahama, was here to officially open the Gold Coast Refinery with a vision to begin refining Ghana's gold. 8 years on, when he left office in 2016, the then administration never implemented the vision of the government and the people of Ghana. We came back to office in 2025, and in January 2025, during His Excellency the President's first State of the Nation address, he signaled the formation of the Ghana Gold Board, which was an anchor in our manifesto. In fact, Parliament passed the Ghana Gold Board Act in the first half of the year. So activities of Gold Board actually began in May, and I think May, June, April. And so since then, we've been working to buy ASM gold for the purposes of exporting them and bringing the forest into our country.
Dr. Kasiebo to Forsen no hwe wa mananso ano che se wo hwe Gold Coast Refinery aye ka wo ho asem yi a na watwe bia mpo anase wo mo dwumadie mu no gold mako be se bia 2 tons de na watwe bia wo metumi adada na anase de broni fe no refine na betumi refine no be se na watwe ya no nyina na yenhihye ni bi ogidi se beboa ama Gold Board nso wo metumi akọ wo manim na ye refine ni wie etumi supply na eno so de emfaso etumi aba no se sabai policy we are de gu akwa so ye bibia emprempre ne betumi akrekro man kakrakra am yetumi akọ yanim pa.
It is touted all over the world as a novelty, and today we are here to celebrate another milestone of the Ghana Gold Board. Clearly, this company, Ghana Gold Coast Refinery, has the ability to refine up to 2 tons of gold per day, per week. Gold Board has agreed to provide them 1 ton of gold per week for refinery. This will be scaled up to 2 tons per week in no time. Today, Gold Board has the capacity to buy 2.5 tons on average per week of gold. It is our policy to ensure that in the shortest possible time, we will not be exporting raw gold outside this country. This refinery today that has the capacity to do 2 tons, and now with an understanding that will begin with 1 ton per week, has employed approximately 162 workers. And they are adding value to our gold, and they are going to operate 24 hours in line with our 24-hour economy policy at the airport, and creating a gold industry. It's adding value to Ghana's gold. For the first time, you will be able to see a gold bar stamped in the name of Ghana Gold Board and the Central Bank of the Republic of Ghana, or Government of Ghana Gold, being shipped out there and sold in the international market.
Ewusiaswafo Ghana esika samon totoye ensem so Dr. Kasiebo Latofosen nkan yeti.
Yeah, live on Facebook or Power 979 TV XYZ Ghana and the Radio XYZ 93.1 YouTube XYZ broadcasting mo modi mo adwen kira fa hono enche ye beken kan YouTube nso e de amamone yantua Kasiebo no so nkoye amanyosem kakra sanse sentiment mo titena nedi ma NPP amanyoku no Ura Bernard Entwibo esi akoni padodo efeno chairman untumi sabro de nsem abeto monting so chim se why need to mupo ompaye onyankropo wetie ni so fra onimpanyifo anyankita hudia NPP wanga manyokunu mudibia se obi ba be national chairman no osisabe waye krado papa se obetumi abelidi wo na nyankropon bia obetie won de na 2028 no wonga tumi akwabatu no muni bia wo obetumi edinkonim enkratase na sentiment motitene ni ede aba osi onipanyifo a wo mo amanyokunum enyankita hudinti sabre wa bompae ama bibia de na kwa mu ninti na sabre waye na adwene sei obekwa kopri as national chairman edima NPP amanyokuno na odinsemi atugwa ni nyina nam so hwe sabre nipa dodo na wonso yare tete sisi anhwe ya wonso bekwa koprisa dibia no ebi wontumi ye ne mo Erika sei no niema insemba ko ebiembi ewo eye aban mu a wori twitwitwi na so ewo hono ma na se wori ye ninsemu nhwehwem ewo eye aban emu sanse bra na NPP wo aban emu no wonsi na na montubi otu ye ne nhyeda mu papa enunti ena sabre oninam nam court nso ni nyina mu no oso wojedi se grassroots a wo amanyokunu emu no wode sa position no ebetumi ama no untumi oyogwadi ni berima esan ye amanyoni ye de mu Erika se na amanyokunu mu no oyobia oye very very powerful ene fei ni jedi ewo jedi sumahuru nyina mu nso eno so edanso wo hono ma nankasa hunu se oye grassroots nipa onya sadibia na ebetumi aboa NPP na amanyokunu se mebu ni titiri no obetumi edi wonganim na nyankropo betumi aye wongando na bia na 2028 no won etumi edigunim enti Bernard Entwibo esiakon aka ye chemawuntumi sabrede osi onya NPP national chairman obedi won anim ewo honom
Yentu aso na yenko yenim na penimpaya wono ena ni odoi kwa wabusua ye wo suha ene womo wo wonsase won krai ha bebre ya ne din ene ni odoi kwa ya wotoso mieno enra wone na bedwafo ye nsantwofo nhia mo woni ma ene ne potemo na womo asema womo kanyina ye se ni ma eye womo nsase yenim se yenuanom bebre noa atubata ba ni ma ya se ho ni ama womo atena ya womo di womo dwuma de na nso ye hwemu pa ne aka ni ma krafon sase ya wo mo abusua no ene hweso na wo matena se din ye hunu se e ba abato a NDC amanyokuo ne beto no ya waso east abato no a wo mo gidi se nipa ba ko bidam so wo mo ya obetumi aboa ama uhwe sede ne nipa binum ama nima sede honsem kan na kwakwaye na obetumi aboa ama wo manya ne na bibi ni ebetumi akabi ma wo mo so ate no a na eyero baba jama de senti ne wo mo do mo chita emma no sede be ya bibia be ko ye no ma sre party fo nso ebeto abase o madama ebre no so no mo yi candidate no a wo mo de agidi se baba jama betumi aboa pagya ni mapa enu nti o mo ma ne sa akwanya no
ni ma ha no ye wo nkrofo a efimia awowo bebre ena ya betena ha ye wo fantifo ha ye wo aigbefo ha ye wo krobofo ha kra enti aha ye wo no ye nana num no aha na omo pese omo betena ena omo ni ye abetena ha nanso din na krakra ye enti se ba no se ye churchro din a ye de be ye bibiti se NHIS ana se Ghana card ana wakowo na wu pe birth certificate wu bowdin ana se wu koye passport ana driver's license wu bowdin ya ebi amoshidin ana wangara din ana frafradin ana fulani din ti se mabo mi din se mi ye umoro wangara na ya bisa mi se krobe so na ye wo fi mi fi Accra bronu be so ni man na nkrofo ti apai omuti ko apai
Abusia we ni odo kwao ya otoso emienu na enu achire no obobo so e de achire niema ni bia ekoso ewoni ma hoye no aye nyina so ntie ne wo mususu se wose ma era baba jama akwanya na obedi wo muso ewo empeso ane so.
All other places within Accra, they chose to stay here. So this is where we have lived our life and we were born. One of the problems we face in Nima is about identity, the Ghanaian identity. Anytime there is a census or there is a birth at the major hospitals, we want to procure birth certificates or any of the identity cards.
Uja we ansa jofo hia mu ye koso ewo nima ene ne potemo ni odo kwa ebusua ya wo mo na wo nsase wo nima na eti se ebusua pani ya na pani a woda wo ma no no odi ani mo de sa ensemwe eto edwa nyame ya dom a abato no wo ya ni menche bia eno nti ehun kita odi ne pempenso a wo mo a ejina no mo campaign ade akodru nya na ehya mo boss edi mo amane bo ye de ebebremo
Madincheni bi Kofi Simon ose amapomani akra lovely Kasiebo ne muda ho wachirechi nsem no mu kama kamuni pa ben no ye nimbia mu free eda se Ken Williams ose well done akra and ye amapoma ye da mase NFL Lawrence ose akra ye pamuchewo mude Kasiebo no hifa na mudi free nsem no wachirechi mu kama boko enye se ne bi no mu ede mreka no ye da CP Lawrence sa odi message abre Kofi Simon bi ose chama wuntimi de oye sim Yobia Oyimpasero, you mate, and I feel Kel Joseph, also congratulations, and Coma Finance Minister, and if the entire good board, and if you won't see you, someone to me about Juma Yepa, Uncle Stephen Akpalu, also news with professors, no size, Amapoma, Akrokofida, lovely, Kasongono Eye Juma Yada say, Michael Hosso, also Akra, please, Yanka Bibima, and also free Atadeka, na Bessa, now trade being temuni, woman Zoom flow, Omutab, no, Yanka be enti ene mipacho market here esan se Ghana Water Company Limited wo se yanka nche se ni ntia bia na mo wo important bia mu tanya nsu no eyese sikasem mu akwatwe kakra ede ama won enuka hu bi na sabe mu nyansu ewo baabi enunti wo mu eni samtwa twetwe nkomo chem se sika edaka mu no be se 2 billion Ghana cedis ena sabe ede ohaw abre won opening a oni omafo di nkita ho ede ma Ghana Water Company Limited oras na Stanley Mate ejebre no cheche mu se
no to the extent a car amount to be over a certain period of time. For the past 10 years or so, in calculation, a car amount to be an addition as far a staff figure. But yes, how to see any amount of automobile and because the system not a post-paid system. Into amount of them we are none here at the almost every month we are now a year ever become. And you see, na yedi enibli cases. No, since we enter our empire and a never or how they are from the and you see the device different strategies in August 2025, you will say you will say up revenue enhancing fee. And it's a free and a moment on Monday from the after December, now it's near on a say about 239 illegal connections. Now, so she no one let's say, if you say, like your year calculation was 239.
Eti okasamafo Edima Ghana Water Company Limited Oras Talimate tuaso ena ose yenga ye tititashi nungwa spinters eni miamia bia kraka yenyansu no ose hawa ba no eje wo beso wano dia mayen
you should then and for the last time I kasa me ma oti ase say afansu ede no agi na how can say ma aban anti o ma ede no agi ma or making sure say the diabetes akuyi na plant so it's back into operation. Inti ya say the first cycle so na na apology ama omo ye affected na say omunya bo say na ibisa ye ejumaden na ensure together with Aban so your friend na be na colleague the equity plan from practice to operation. It's a better be a would say
Stanley Mate, your Kasama for the Ghana Water Company Limited.
And the Ghana Railways Development Authority, one more Eddie Manibo, to Judge say, one my ready pass one young Crown Crajmeco, Ebeka Bachimo, na Eba Railway and Ekateke, Ewunkitadiana, one more athlete Simuna, Boama said ye drain Numrayan and crime, Abua Peswan and Crofonia, Shiny Adium from Enfanko Fimu, to me assassin in Oma Bobi, Amakoye, Simple Diana, Junquan, or Penyan Crofo Peka, a son says, ya drop a phone, says a woman charging no muffin, Tibino Society and a can of Crawamo Vampi, no more offended panty, and no panny a Vienney and you bring uncle for Boa Peso or Quaswa, or more Pesha from or more in your beginning can be, and I mean, the Ghana Railway Development Authority in Penny for one more sa Amaniboy, one more Baba 2 Eja, na Chief Executive Officer, Edme Jumekwe, Frederick Apo, na one and Central for Nedi Enkita home, ya what the San Semi Etuja, or simply prayer the Oma Power Technical Committee, ya one more Sobenya investors, way one public private partnership PPP agreement so and na omo ebegin hihye yahodwa tumwa ebetumi aboa bia marketeke ehho akobedi etumi akonkan e wo magana mu na boanso ama akwantu ho nsem ayefo amanipa bebre.
Vertically separate the operation from the construction. So we have introduced what we call open access model. The open access model simply means that government will develop the infrastructure and we are going to encourage private sector participation in the operation. So last year we've commenced, and GRDA is proud to say that at the moment we have engaged with at least 4 prospective private sector companies who are key on operating the locomotives on the Tema to Ipacadan line. So at the moment, I am proud to say that maybe Q3, Q4 of this year, we should see the first private company operating on the Tema to Ipacadan railway line.
Ebusia wo wa mananso wa no to asode atudwa ya wo kire se ne wo hwe IGF internally generated funds ka wo mo ankasenya e wadwumako no emu afra se fi etwa mu no kwa wiye no na se wo matumi kura atra wo mo target ne be so ha mu nchemu aheno 200% ya eno HS wo mo bo ho mode no kira wo mbekọ so na afi mu so wo mo akwa sense de kane no wo mo ekọ no gidi se koba ne sa ebetumi aboa mo manyisika obetumi ene ankrankran kitawdie no awiemudie.
Mobilization. As a government, when we came in, we have managed to increase revenue mobilization by IGF by over 200%. This has been done within the time that we came into office up to the end of 2025, which is a massive improvement on the authority's performance. I am confident that this year we should triple that, and I'm challenging all my estate and commercial team to aggressively pursue payment of ground rent and leases to ensure that we can show up our revenue as we equally did in the first year in 2025.
Empire wono ena oda Ghana Railways Development Authority anu yera France Frederick Apo ene etis wo kasai.
Yebegina yiso akoje yenga boafo nkrato yeba yebekenka mo adwenkyere ne fensema horo akanso yede aka ho amamo.
Na ede na ya obayi a oda forma so ne yafunu mu emunumuni.
Oh Mr. Entry also yare ya titi bi ben fie pi nanso ne yam nyono da se me chew no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa.
Menyi ni se water ulcer tamfo Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture yanum bom kotia ulcer no bia ma no anom anka ne ho ato no dadaada ulcer dro de eno ani Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture
ankom ni nkyeremu
ulcer yekura eto yefunu ene ensunu mu etuma wo yefunu ekeka wa wogire ho a enye ulcer etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie so how eye ulcer de a compare Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture nanum bom na ho ebeto
pedudu atu a ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 02038228855 Apefo abatanya woma won mofra no fo ene mofra woni mfie dumienu enka ho Haxa capsules ene ne mixture
ulcer tamfo edie age edwadie nkratoyi atom
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Yefema na kwa me taxi driver na enkane na misisi eso misisi ama kame na to na twetwe binya 3p garlic mixer no aboa me pa eduro asa miracle bi wu aduro no jese mafu no kra se di sia twimi ankasa me humi esi so se me humi ana esi so obeka se di bibi hye me so bi no ni na ye normal ni ti ni bi pi na ti no ti pa me sa 3 days ni na eduro na ankasa de nyankopon de ayi bi ahodi ti ma yi bi enya sam keto ana se we de me fro aka so na me fa hye me nkwa me
me de abe fa 3 years ni ana aseme gina wa me na mu sisinya hye me kwa me de ameko bi amu so much me duru abe 6 years ni o tema sisi am ye ma je se ene meja na ta ya le ne nku preko ene 4 days ana me koto 3 garlic mixture ni tema me kase yanku pe no yam se ende ya me no kase me ho atomia me din wa me ntiase
3p garlic mixture ubenya bi wo mamu pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops Fred Piwak e wo 02489288824 and 020100002.
Hello Ghana, payday is here. Stand a chance to win instant cash prizes on Review Scratch for Win, up to 100,000 Ghana cedis to be won today. Get ready to play Review Scratch for Win to win big on TV XYZ. Stop scrolling and start winning. It's simple. Dial *850*6# on all networks. Choose your card type and select your lucky card for a chance to win big. Play with at least 5 Ghana cedis or more. You could win up to 100,000 Ghana cedis in cash prizes instantly. Yes, you heard right. 100,000 Ghana cedis in cash prizes. Don't miss out on the chance to win big. Dial *850*6# to play now. Review Scratch for Win. Scratch it again. It is casting power. You must be 18 years and above to play. Terms and conditions apply. This game is regulated and approved by the NMA and the Caritas Bank.
Messi menananu aguru basa abi bragro tibedo imlenu na ma premaye hojo.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye di agro na ye sa eduru mre bi kra na me ba no ti me de omo be gumi so weekend no.
Hey, mumle
memre I don't think I'm catch o say ya no medi garlic capsules. Poso nyina ebesi so kama. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well.
Medi garlic
capsules. Yes, Medi garlic capsules.
Oh, sa na te pa dia.
Medimosis garlic capsules. Boa mamoja di nipadua mu efrusani ye na esiesie oba ne barima mahona wodin. Ubenya edroyi bi ato omanyi mu pharmacy stores frey wo 050-349-4885. Edroyi enya mamofra enye ndi mfie dumienu. Apemfo ene emma emanofo. Medimosis wunni how FDA ajidwe di nkra toyi atum.
Yada masisi matwe yentu asem no so yemfa sidan koma Roman Road Chinese Clinic repacho wo se mu stroke, heart diseases, diabetes nsensem wo se minga cho so wonga kira kwan ewo India High Commission important ho wo mu ne won na die nimhwe wo Roman Road wan kran ha wo mu ye juma Mondays to Fridays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Enti frewong ewo 0556121-863 and 0546-450-627 and Saturdays and Sundays so mu yejuma 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. 3p garlic mesha me pa chow edruwe enkutona yade yanya ye no bibi memwa yade garlic krojen aye bu am general body pain nanga etititis kasimro so na retitiwa edruwe ena ubenom ba bibiara yetonga edru me pa chow du hono makase upe Dr. Prince Mototi nenu ni bi eye ankasa friend 0248 928 824 and 0201 000 Ruta natural product Ruta mixture no malaria dru no ansuto no na ntontom no wanga baye pa nti eduwe ena bebua Ruta titanic no nsu ya typhoid dru na efi Ruta life no be ye fi biara woni pedua nom uko herbal na se chemical shop a ubenya bi ato upedudu wetu a no offer Ruta mpanifo 0244 503 443 na let's talk educational consult e water wise state nom obele jokuku municipal assembly no ipacho Mango Street ni sua no butu esanse Saturday biara no omuchire mu Friday identify oba no breyen na entity no humusua kwanso no benyin no na waye mpanyimpa freyen 0249 069821 Spanish garlic mixture any capsules no mu amutena se na ngona ho no oyo bia na bunsa na moje ni meyi halitosis de bia meka ho asem ya brante wenu mu nko ya mpacho edruwe ena bebua okanshi ubenye biato ashama ne bi wo honom kasoafo ubenye biato ne fe Medina fonso enko tobi wo eye dependable herbal home koforidi afo e munko tobi wo Benop pharmacy ne fe Gapson upedudu wetu ono friend 0266 114 111 Medimoses ono no de live kit capsules no aba 100% natural say organic food and drugs authority for wangaje atum enti upese wakuma ye dwumaye unipedua no efibiara wom no yin fefiri ho na de biara da obanya hoden dia ye dwuma dia live kit capsules a Medimoses ode aba no enu nkuto na matumi akanfo de amawo upedudu wetu a anope ba ko pempo abotumi afred 0244 068 447 Power Specialist Eba Hospital ono no di hepatitis A B C ano edu papa no aba fatty liver ne fe marima no yem prostate aye enlargement no anasa retiti no enubi ena unya uko power obema wedru fibroid nso obia eno ne bebua jirikejiri eye marima yenge dru ankasa enen obarima bia onu mse dru we odi ho danse fe herbata mission no ebusi immune system no baby biara ye to ngedru ko honoma obenye biato kwa benya kwantiponi so wonkranga bi wo hokuma se fe yase edu ya junction fe takra denso wo bia ya wo ben eye ahatama rural bank no ewo Anaji estate for 0244 544 422 and 0200 383 831 and 055 979778 ubenye drubi na wato tebote garages mi pacho uka na sebio akonya kwanhia na se wakoto na chimato bia ba ho upese oto uka no fabreyen ye beto kama se ne bia ne mabeko kan na so papers eye papa nsusu ya ana opa bia bia opese ukoto ka tebote garages Ghana eho ena metumi akanfo ede amount ko www.tabletegana.com na ko hwehwe won ne amani bi ewo ho ana obetumi afra 054 2275 252 and 054 296 1111 na MTN food mega chef free after one no extra no ogina wonanso ye papa eye simple ne obeya ni se MTN na use no ube dial star 550 hash star 550 hash na se udu hwagim na se ubenya free after one no ko bia obeye bia no mepato wo si medu wo mo okwa in the full data band obeto every Saturday morning so first call obeye no mepato benya mfaso ewom MTN everywhere you go. X natural mineral water. Mepato nsu we na obitimi die eye mineral woni dem. Uba yenge dwuma mu ha no abranti bako ha. Ni dindi eye Francis Osebusu aka Budu. Uko ni dem a uyo bia na do ho ene X na ode bebrosa na enua na ye nyina yenum. Nsu ni wabusafo mu nkope bi na monom ne bonso nya den. Ye omu sizes ahoro nyina bi. Ni nyina mpo no ne bono still enya den. X natural mineral water meko mo bi wo honum ubedwuma mu hanum 37 Abebrese Street Wosua pacho ubenye bi ato freyen ewo 059 627 3546 and 059 627 3547 X natural mineral water na simply natural madwenkyere ni bia modi abatewo ansa na yedikase boni nyina aba na wie no mama me fanso so ansa na yedi ni nyina ama yamuso wa ha Abdul uye police ni uso hwe na jufe na ocha ye papa yedase na nadogbe yenua na nadogbe uwo ahoto 92.3 FM uso hwe na jufe na yedase pi enefe Reverend Pebi uwo pomantema henko kofori biamo yedase Enoch Mens uhwe live efi Italy yeda CP nyame unshaw Israel akpabli usi Power FM usi size ne di yeni ubia momushe number Damba Namibia usuhwe ya Abdullah Razak ya say na nakwesi usi utonyama eni omanfu ba beto ama me pacho usu eni Ken Williams usi winning Kotoka International Airport news is a good news for Ghana wadwenchira odi abanen Musa Karim Ibrahim ya dase usi untumi any mistakes ana enu yo no anasema nti onso musa na yentumi enkoye ngane poms
Isaac Mensa so ama ne samienu so e wo sure sanso na say ransom or no so ama ne kokro moti so nya asem ketwa Mwam Matthew or say or show free Santasi news site ye das papa say udi e Richard Moy waha or say NDC boy dwuma papa or say Nyankopon show my Ghana no sha JDM and na swafo enyina Kenneth Macan or say JDM all the way we love you keep up the good work ye das papa sanso and also show free adanse praso we ye wo mo enam TVXYZ so ya wo mo dia bedu ba bia na say ye bias kakara XYZ so also so ebi edebi ababegum ho na yebre no etia ye kakra na makra mewo birthday ba ko bia medofo bi ene ne birthday ye friend no Emma Amankwa Afrifa Emma Amankwa Afrifa abna front and back
lovely
na nimni na chi nyina ni munyam wo ho
ene chinyam so rise or Manchester
or
Arsenal
abna front and back happy birthday
from
February for ankasa de we too much me mesese na ye 4 day na saka be 13 days
na say
edru me so
lovely
nti me ma me ho in advance why ya de musi ani adam ase production team ni nyina ya da mu nyina se for Febia Green and afiage newsroom crew ni nyina na adwa kwachewa ne mo maka nyina da mu nyina se small boy dwuma director Ralph for ho ohine na nkasa ohine kesie enso ho abas enso tiachire afi oba inside haseya osofo prince wa Francis wa ha and afi Kofi the man and Willie wo mu nyina nso so ewo ha wo mo eboabo chidom Adam ewo Power Studios and afi DJ Ken enso so ewo Radio XYZ Studios wo mu nyina nso hwechire wo ho Francis ne Same and video editors yen makeup artist enwume ye Lizzy Tego masomfo me ama poma checheku mene
Accra lovely Kofi Dako ushamu efrichiri hwa no aframe Mr. Kasongo Julius o mampaninga tene yo sere ni emo wajo